Hello, welcome to video number one of the Queen's List. Welcome to the Queen's List. I'm so excited that you have decided to come join me on this new adventure, and it's going to be a blast. I wondered what I wanted to say to you for the very first video, the very first message that I'm sending out to the Queen's List. And actually, I decided that I'm going to tell you a dream. If you've been around in my world any length of time at all, you'll know that I receive a lot of instruction, direction, divine downloads through dreams largely. And I have had several dreams that I really think are going to be speaking to us as we take this journey along Queen's Road, as we enroll in Queen's School, as we create this Queen community and connect with each other to grow and to step into our power and our prominence as leaders. I think some of the dreams that I've had are going to really speak to us powerfully. And so today I really want to share with you a dream that I had maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, I think it was around 5 years ago. I had this dream, and it goes like this. I was walking along a long, windy road, and I was with someone. I was with a presence, an invisible presence. I think it was God or an angel or some angelic being. Somebody was walking alongside me. We were walking and we were talking. I felt his power. I felt his authority. I felt his divinity. And I felt loved by him. And we were walking along this road and we were talking and laughing, and it was a really great. It felt like like in my memory, it feels like a nice summer's day. It feels like a really beautiful walk. I love going on walks. And then we came up on the path. In the middle of the path, there was a desk in the middle of the path with a great big thick book on it, like a really big thick volume on the desk. And he invited me. He said, I was really shocked, like, what is this? And he invited me to sit down at the desk and take my seat. So I sat down, and asked me, he said, this is a job application form. I want you to fill it in. And I was really not into it. I don't like job application forms. I've been self-employed for a very long time. I've been a business owner for years. I don't apply for jobs anymore, do I? And but he was insistent, he's saying, come on, apply. Just go on. And he was really excited. I noticed that he wanted me to do it. He almost like I could feel his enthusiasm for me getting on and doing this application form. So I pick up the pen that was on the desk and I open up the application form and I go to put my name in, and I realize something. I realize that my name's already filled in. So I go to the next bit and then I realize that that bit's filled in. I turn the page and I see that, oh my God, it's already filled in. And as I'm coming to the realization that this actually already done, I turn to him and I say, what the heck is this? What's going on? And he was so excited. He's like, it's like it was a surprise. He knew all along. It was all set up, and he was just waiting for me to catch the revelation that the job is already mine. It's already done. It's already mine. And he was saying, all you have to do, Dion, all you have to do is apply for it. All you have to do is go to it, like move to it, like act like you want it, move to it, say yes to it. Because it's already done. You don't have to do much. It's already done. And the job's already yours. The shortlisting's taken place. The decision has been made and the job is already yours. So I said, okay, so what is this job? He said to me, Dion, the job is mothers, wives, and queens. Mothers, wives, and queens, I said. He said, yes, mothers, wives, and queens. So he started to explain it to me. He said, Dion, not mothers and wives and queens like you would think, but corporate mothers, corporate wives, and corporate queens. I said, tell me more. He said, not mothers like in the home, but mothers are women who are going to birth out a new generation of leader. These are the women who are going to nurture and rise up and raise a whole new breed a whole new culture in leadership. These are the women who are going to give herself to the cause of grassroots management and leadership, grassroots leadership. She's going to be the birther, the nurturer of a whole new way in leadership. Mothers. And then he said wives. Now, these wives are not just like wives who are just married in the home. These are strategic partners in corporate spaces. They are stewards and teachers of the feminine in the very masculine dominated marketplace. These are the managers, the ones who are managers of operations. They're seeing to it that operations are done well, that it's in a timely manner, that it's keeping on track, and that it's of this new standard that wants to come. That these managers are going to be ushering in and creating the conditions and steering the operations to be of a new standard. These are wives. These are strategic partners in the marketplace, in business. Oh, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to understand what he's saying to me. And then he said to me, queens, not like the commercialized queens that we talk about today, like everyone and their dog is a queen. No, no, no. He said real queens, real women, high level sovereign women who will hang out in the highest of spaces in leadership. They will be privy to the highest decision making forums, and they will have audience with the highest decision makers. They will be part of the influencing of this new day in leadership, and they will be involved in the highest levels of responsibility. They will be benevolent, that their word carries weight, that they're in charge, that they have authority, they're authority bearers, they're power carriers. These are the queens that you will be working with. My God, when I heard him describing these to me in the dream, I really understood. I really understood what he was saying that would be my role. And when I woke up, and I thought about the dream, actually, I realized that the dream was just confirmation of signs and messages and confirmations that I'd been receiving for the last 14 years, really just telling me that this is my work. My work is you. My work are women in senior leadership who are waking up to the realization that there's more for them to be because we are being recruited. Our womanly roles are completely necessary at such a time as this. That these new leaders that I am called to work with, the youths of this world, are the new leaders who will lead business into a new day, will support the identity shift of business. Because you see, it's time now. It's time for business, the time for the way that we do and see business to change. I see that as a result of the way that business is happening right now, people are dying, people are crying, and people are suffering. People are being excluded. People are being held back from making their most dignified human contribution in the marketplace. And it's all because of the way that we've set things up, the way that our system works, that people are crying, people are dying, people are suffering, and people are unable to make their most dignified contribution. And I believe that this power that was walking with me on the road was explaining to me that it's time for this to change. It's time for business to become a powerful driver of positive change, to be inclusive, to be a force for the greater good. That business is now being called, there's a demand for business to be more purposeful in the world, in a driver of positive social impact. So this is what I think these new roles are all about. These new roles are all about the kind of leaders that are going to usher business into this new day where it doesn't do any harm anymore, where it impacts lives positively, where it has a positive impact in society, both in the people that work within the organization and the society further afield. So these new leaders are going to really usher in a new day. They're going to support an identity shift. They're going to support business to have a heart transplant. They're going to support business to function differently, to raise up the consciousness of business to this new potential to impact society in much better ways, new possibilities to do things differently. So the search is on, I believe, for this type of leader, and I believe that you are it. And that's what we'll be doing in these in this Queen's List. We'll be getting ready to take up these roles as the leaders who will usher in this new day. I believe that the promise of all of this is that as we apply ourselves and as we prepare ourselves as leaders, that as we become serious about becoming our highest, as we become serious about bringing our authentic potency, and as we become serious to own our authority, own our voice, own our power to lead, but what will happen is that as we do this work, we can expect power to influence. We can expect an opportunity to make what more opportunity, doors of opportunity to swing wide open to make a real difference. And we can expect a whole new level of fulfillment and personal. What was it that Maslow said? What was it? Self-actualization, coming into the truth of why we're here, the truth of who we really are. I hope you can hear me saying this, that there is a search on for these pivotal women who will play these pivotal roles at such a time as this in business, when there's demand for business to shift in the way that it does things, to shift in the way that it operates, to shift in the way that it understands what it's here for, is on. And I think that is you. I think that you and I are going to be preparing to change the world in this way. So that's what I want to share with you. I wanted to know how it's landing for you. I want you to ask yourself, is there more? Do you sense that there's more for you to be? Do you feel that this need for business to shift? Do you sense the recruitment drive happening right now for a new kind of leader, an influential new breed of powerful leadership, a new sound in leadership, a new frequency, a new way of being and doing leadership? Do you see that? Do you feel it? Because I believe that you being part of this Queen's List is proof positive that you're called and that you're being recruited to. So that's what I want to share with you today. Let me know with all the videos that I share with you. I'm inviting you to just hit reply and let me know what's landing for you, how it's landing, what it's speaking. Is it resonating? Do you have comments? Do you have questions? Let me know what's happening when you listen and read these emails that I send you over the coming days, weeks, months, and even years. Take care.